Senator Warren laid out 3 ideas today that she predicted would actually help and that lawmakers could pass with simple legislation. Here they are. Allow people to refinance student loan debt so the federal government stops making a profit off these kids that now owe, what is it, $1 trillion in college debt money? Jesus Christ, that's unbelievable. Secondly, raise the minimum wage. And third, protect workers who request schedule changes to care for family members. Oh, that's such a communist idea, isn't it? Isn't that just so, that's so Mao-like or Stalin-esque, isn't it? Huh? Protect workers who request schedule changes to care for family members. God damn. Boy, I'll tell you, that just, any member of the House or Senate would suggest that has got to be some kind of a deeply embedded commie Muslim Kenyan freak or something, right? At a Capitol Hill news conference today, Senator Warren said, quote, when lobbyists want something, when a giant oil company wants the Keystone Pipeline, or when Citibank wants to blast a hole in the Dodd-Frank law, the Republicans move faster than lightning. But when it comes to things that will help families, the Republicans refuse to move. If the Republicans won't move, then we should move them out of the way, she added.
There are urgent challenges facing America's middle class, and the Republicans refuse to move while America's middle class crumbles. I'm highlighting 3 bills that would make an immediate difference in the lives of millions of Americans. First, refinance student loan debt. The federal government should not be making a profit off the backs of people who are trying to get an education. In the past year, since we asked Republicans to lower the interest rate on student loans and cut out the profits, the Republicans said no, and student loan debt has grown by another $100 billion. So while 40 million people try to deal with the high cost of student loan debt, Republicans refuse to move. Second, raise the minimum wage. No one who works full-time should still live in poverty. No one. An increase in the minimum wage would lift 14 million kids out of poverty, but the Republicans refuse to move. And third, put a little fairness into scheduling. A mom should know if her hours are canceled before she arranges for childcare and drives halfway across town. When a baby gets sick or grandma falls and breaks a hip, no one should get fired for needing to take a few days off from work. And a worker who wants to try to go back to school or work a second job to try to support a family or to try to build an economic future shouldn't be fired in retaliation for asking for a regular schedule. The Schedules at Work bill could make a little difference and make a little more security for tens of millions of hardworking families, but the Republicans refuse to move. You know, when lobbyists want something, when a giant oil company wants the Keystone Pipeline, or when Citibank wants to blast a hole in Dodd-Frank, the Republicans move faster than lightning. But when it comes to things that will help families, the Republicans refuse to move. We aren't here to work for the lobbyists. We are here to make this country work for hard-working Americans. And if the Republicans won't move, then we need to move them out of the way.
They really do. I mean, all Republican office holders hate families. They even hate their own. They hate their spouses. They hate their children. They're consumed with it. That's why they do what they do. I mean, you don't have to be you don't have to have a master's degree in therapy or abnormal psychology to figure this out. Just like these 8 or 9 white male, for the most part, screaming homophobes who are just fascinated with the rear end of men. You don't have to be a Freudian to figure out where they're coming from. But the Republicans, I mean, what? where did these creatures come from? I know they came out of that hell portal that puked up. What's his name? Huckabee. Almost said Hutchison.